Well, it's gonna. I just want to see when it goes live because it takes a second.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. That's what you was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it takes like fucking 10 seconds or something.
What is this?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do. Or you know what? I got one here, I guess. Come on. All right. Here we go. We're rocking and rolling. And I just tag you to this real quick. And I tag you to this real quick. All right, all right. We rocking and rolling. Let me get back on Instagram. Oh God. All right, we are live. We are live. What up, guys? Big Talk Podcast. Preem Gully on the check-in. It's our favorite day of the freaking week. I know it's beautiful outside, so I know a lot of y'all is probably outside minding our business, but I hope whoever is inside is tuning in. Do me a favor, please, and share the live as soon as you guys tap in. Share it so other people can view it. Listen, as you guys can see, we're on the couch today, guys. We're on the couch today, guys. I decided to have a nice, comfy, relaxed episode today because if you don't see my table, I hope hopefully you do. Hopefully you do. And for Instagram, excuse me, for Instagram, there's some stuff on the table. Shout out to Munch Star, the Munch Star. They came through 420 for our 420 event at Bottoms Up, and yeah, he left us some goodies. So my boy Jay said we gonna try them together tonight. So shout out to Munch Star. Really quick though, before I even get started, let me shout out to my sponsors because I love you guys. First and foremost, y'all see I keep them around. Smoke Central, 848 North Main Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. Oh look, and you even got on. Look,
We gotta represent.
We rep that Smoke Central.
Represent.
Listen, I'm sorry, but one of the best smoke shops in town. I'm telling y'all definitely missing out. If you're not going there, there's so many things that he has. Shout out to Wade Candy, Gaisha. I love you so much. I'm coming. I promise. It's getting hot, so no wigs for me. But I am gonna go get a fire install from my girl at Wig Candy, 1585 Hamilton Ave in Waterbury, Connecticut. Her ambiance, the spot is dope. It's comfortable, and then she's just dope. She's just a dope person. So, shout out to Wig Candy. Shout out to Anubis Studios. Shout out to my guy Joe, my girl Liza. Listen, again, I only have top sponsors on my show. Like the big talk for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Nothing small. Anubis Studio is huge. It's beautiful, and it's something that if you're an artist, you need to tap in. That's on 493 South Leonard Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. I tag them in all my promos and everything, so you guys can totally find them. And if you can't, hit me up. I got you. That's what I'm here for. A big sponsor, Anubis Studio. Um, Also, my girl Hannah Nana, I love her so much. Shout out to Jaxie, 1420 North Main Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. Dope hookah lounge, super cute. I have some events coming there soon. 1420 North Main Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. You could definitely catch a dope after hour vibe there too. Just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know. And last but not least, again, this Sunday, we did a 420 event. Shout out to Toya Top Floor. Shout out to the Unknown Plug. We did a 420 event there with my guy Jay, DJ Bands. I was about to say Jay Bands, all that shit. DJ Bands on the set. Yeah, so shout out Bottoms Up. Thank you guys so much for having us. It's just like a dope vibe in there. So many more events to come there. That's at 720 Woolcott Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. You could go there, vibe out, get some shots, some drinks. The kitchen be open. We just did infused food. I had 2 of them empanadillas, and listen, I don't know what happened to me that night. All I know is I was done. I think I definitely slept for like a day though. I had to work, so like in between working, I was sleeping. Like I didn't do anything else. So anyways, Big Talk Podcast, Preem Gully. Shout out to all my sponsors. Shout out to my guests. I got my guy DJAYBANDZ in the building. He is in the building. Talk to me. Tell him who you are, where to find you, kind of thing.
Facts. My name DJAYBANDZ. You can find me on Instagram. You are girl's favorite DJ Bands. That's DJAYBANDZ. You can find me on Facebook, Jay Santana. If y'all ever need a booking, yo, talk to me. I'm telling you, I'm the best DJ around right now. No shade, but I'm the best upcoming DJ around. I love them all.
Upcoming, absolutely. Because trust me, there's so many DJs out there. It's just ridiculous, and you guys have such a big job.
Yes,
it's a huge
There's
job.
So much competition too at that.
Like, don't even think of it that way, though.
We got heavy hitters out here, though.
Right, but don't even think of it like competition. Think of it like teachers.
Nah,
people who
can
show you, people who can bring you in, because that's what you want. You want that. You want to become a family with them before anything.
That's a fact.
And even with artists, I feel like you guys totally need DJs. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, look, shout out to Sean G too, because just then, like you became his personal DJ now, right? That's something that's happening.
I got an artist.
Okay, that shit is fire.
An artist.
And that shit is fire.
That's a real artist right there at that too.
Right.
The
really
bars that he be spitting, if y'all ain't tuned in, y'all gotta tap in. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, because you got a lot of his music too.
I got all of it.
Facts.
Not all of it, but I got enough of it.
So, DJAYBANDZ. So right now, all right, yeah, I want to talk DJ stuff first. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk DJ stuff first. So, all right. So when I was reading your bio that you sent me, kind of thing, you just a year ago you just started rocking it. So before that, did you know anything about DJing?
I had some background. I just never had the equipment. I never really bought the equipment.
Right.
I never invested the time into learning how to DJ or anything like that because I was always into music.
Okay.
I wrote my own music. I rap. I've been to the studio multiple times, so I have an idea of how to deal with sound waves and things like that of that nature. But you know, it's just once you have like a familiar ear with music, you know
saw
how
a little bit. Shout out to Wifey. I saw a little video of you rapping. Was you in like a train station or something?
New York. I took that in Times Square.
I was like, okay, how long ago was that? First of all, you looked young, but not too much. You still look young now.
I was a baby. That was like 5 years ago though. That was when me and her first started dating.
Wow.
She found out that I was into the music scene and things like that. And I went and I did a song. Shout out James Brown.
Shout out James Brown.
That's my kid's godfather. He's the one that got me into the studio to begin with.
That's dope.
And we've been going up since. We've been working with each other since. Things been good. He's living in California right now. Doing great.
You definitely want to make it your business to go visit him at some point in life because let me tell you something. I'm so afraid of planes, but like California is like California and Vegas. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to do both. And since they're right next to each other, I would make it like a good 2-week vacation where I'm doing both. But I'm so afraid of planes. But if people who aren't afraid of planes seriously travel, go crazy. I'll do a road trip, but I'm not driving to California ever. So hopefully one day,
we're gonna take that drive over there. Me and Preem, we gonna leave.
Yeah, right. Oh my
God. Me, Preem, and Sean, we gonna take flight. We out of here.
No. Oh my God. Eventually, I feel like I'm gonna have to though. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, keeping those type of ties with people, especially when you guys have things in common, especially when you guys like grew up together, you see each other evolving. Stay in touch with him is my point, and be able to enjoy the world.
Yeah.
Because DJing, believe it or not, you swap from being a rapper to DJing. It's the same fucking shit. Only difference is you ain't got to think to write anything down. You got to think. But you don't gotta think to write nothing down.
It's more of a vibe. It's more of a feel. Like
you gotta read the crowd.
Pay attention to the crowd and give them what they want to hear and things like that.
Right, exactly.
Same concept, but different role.
Different role in it, exactly. So, but it's still all about evolving and becoming the best at what doing it. So, because I know same thing for I was an art. Well, I still am an artist because I dibble and dabble, but I'm not really active. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I know the feel of it. So I know it was always about evolving and becoming better than myself, my last self, my last song. Like this next song, I do got to be better than that next song. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And I feel like as a DJ, it should be the same thing. Like this next party that I do, got to be better than that last party.
Something
I got to
be
go
different.
crazy or something got to be, how could I turn it up a notch? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And have, like, even if you talking to the crowd saying, everybody wave your hands or whatever it is, like to
Absolutely.
certain songs and stuff, you got to read the
Absolutely.
crowd.
Every day is a learning process with this, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this has been a crazy year.
Right.
I've been getting booked like crazy, and I'm
Absolutely.
happy. It's moving so fast that it's like a little overwhelming at
I
times.
love it.
But it's going great, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to Aunt Resto. That's honestly
My guy.
that's where kind of all of this kind of came from. I'm not even gonna lie, because
My guy.
that's the guy right there.
Listen, when I'm
The
telling you,
day-
I got a lot of love for that guy. I got a lot of love for.
Listen,
Resto.
funny story, guys. So the day I met Preem, I was working.
Oh yes.
I was working for the place where she was filming at.
Right.
I was doing the renovations at the
Right.
Cove.
Yeah.
So the money that I made off of that's basically how I got the DJ equipment and everything.
That's
But
dope.
that day that you interviewed DJ and Resto,
Yeah. Oh, you were there for that.
I was there
Oh,
for
you did
that.
the hookah. Remember,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to fucking do.
I fixed the
still don't
hookah
know.
for you, and then afterwards I ended up talking to Resto, and I was like, "Yo, that your job sounds lit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, like that sounds fun. Like that you get
Yes.
to travel, you get to
Right.
be out, you get to be in clubs." He was like, "Yeah, bro, like it's a fun job. It's hard though. It takes a lot. Like
Right.
it does take a lot out of you." And I told him like I've done DJing in the past, but I just never really invested my time into doing it.
Right.
But he was literally the one that said, "Bro, just if you can invest in it, why not? If it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Right.
But
Right.
you'll never
You
know
gotta
until you
take
try."
you have to take the risk. You have to take the risk.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I tell everybody the story about my podcast and how I thought one day, okay, I want to do a podcast. I bought microphones. I bought mad shit. This gadget that I just figured out how to use about a month ago. No lie. So, I mean, at least 2 years before I started my podcast is when I started planning it. Like, I thought about it. And I said, you know what? One day I'm like, I got all this shit. I'm just going to do it. And that's what you have to do. You know
That's
what I'm
literally, we
saying?
had the same vision. Like it literally just happened out of nowhere. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try DJing
Right.
just for the fuck of it.
Right.
Let's see if it works out.
And it's working out
it's
for you.
Been great.
That is dope. So listen, if like again, DJ, your girl's favorite DJ bands on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So Instagram, if you're watching your girl's favorite DJ, I'm gonna tag him for sure after. He's open for bookings. I mean, I know he's busy, but I'm sure he's open for bookings.
Y'all gotta hit me. Y'all gotta hit me on time because I'm working constantly at Bottoms Up. Shout out Bottoms Up. That's
Facts.
my constant spot. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays.
Right.
We always lit over there, but I'm always available. Talk to me.
Right, birthday
I'm
parties. He did my grandson's birthday party, but you did amazing at super helpful too throughout the whole day. So I definitely appreciate you. So really quick though, I mean I could kind of hear it in your accent anyway, but where you from?
Born and raised in the Bronx, New York.
Like shout out BX, shout out to
the
BX.
big BX.
You know what I'm saying? Look, now you need this. You need that for the BX. You need that for the BX. All right, so you ended up moving to Connecticut. So before that, like in the Bronx is where you were rapping and doing things like that, right?
Yep.
So with your boys and stuff, and then once you moved up here, which we'll talk about, why is it? Hold on, before I ask this question, the why of you moving up here. I mean, what you're about to answer is what you're about to talk about, the backstory, what you sent me.
Yep.
Is that why you moved up here?
Yes.
Okay. So now that brings me to I couldn't even get that fucking question out. That was fucking ridiculous. I didn't even eat the edibles yet. Like, what the fuck?
That's that Smoke Central shit.
Right. It's just ridiculous. And shout out to High 95 too. The McDonald. Look, Sean G.
I thought you had a fucking Happy Meal.
No, it's the High 95 weed, lighter. A few things come inside of this. You know what I mean?
The trap pack.
Look, High 95, the soda can. I had to make sure I smoked all that fire ass weed. So don't even ask me to look at it. I'm just showing y'all what the fuck
What the bottles
is
look like.
offered. But yes, so do you have any music out anywhere?
So the only song that I have out right now at the moment is called Possibilities. It's on YouTube.
Ooh,
Spotify.
That's fire.
Yeah. So basically, that was like the first track that I put out in the public. I had a lot of tracks that I recorded, but I never put out there
Right.
because I was real hesitant to move into that rapper category because honestly, I didn't really feel like I had the confidence or the backup.
Right. Right.
A lot of people really think that this shit is something that you just blow up overnight, and it's really not
Hell
like that.
no. And support is so huge. And it's not even like a lot of people, I think, fail to realize that nobody's asking you to foot the bill. It's just be
Exactly.
available. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When things are important to an artist, they need those people to be like, and not for nothing, don't get me wrong. I respect if a person's not backing me because they don't feel it. They think I'm corny or whatever.
Right.
I respect that. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like, because at the end of the day, all right, you just ain't really feeling my music and shit. You don't gotta follow somebody just because the masses are. But if you do feel like same thing with you. You know what I mean? If you felt like if people were around you like, yo, you nice, you dope, let's do it, let's go here, let's do that, and then when it's time to do it, they're not around. That's a
Nope.
big problem for me. So.
Absolutely.
Support is super free, believe it or not. The only time it gets costly is when that said artist, DJ, friend of yours is moving further up. And now, guess what? We got to pay to play. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when that happens, you can't really say like that's not so like that you that's not free support. It still is like support is free,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
when most of the time most people only got to buy a ticket or most people only got to like get in the car and put some gas or most people only got hey you get the weed. Like that's the thing. Like I love a team.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I like a team where there's one person responsible for everything because then there's no confusion on nothing.
Exactly.
Like you know you're supposed to bring the weed and roll the blunts. That's all you're responsible for. You got a free ride. We chilling.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You get in VIPs. We drinking. We doing. You're supposed to just make sure that they know where
We
a
all
VIP
throwing
is.
down. We all
You know what I
throwing
mean? Everybody. Like I like shit like that. And I'm a Virgo, so I guess that's probably where my problem is.
Nah, I'm very given to. I'm a Pisces.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Shout out to the Pisces. Shout out to the Pisces.
So yeah, basically, after a couple of years of writing, because I helped a lot of people write songs and a lot of artists write their music and things like that. Not anybody humongous, not anybody big or anything like that, but it was regular people, you know. I helped them write their songs and whatever. I kind of like grew tired of it, and I grew more into like focusing on my family for a little bit. I had,
Right.
you know, I just had a 5-year-old daughter at the time, and then
Aw.
my daughter's 5 now, and then my son's 4, and responsibilities kicked in.
Right, it's like you
Rapping
gotta-
doesn't really pay the bills, so I was like, I gotta figure something out, an alternative.
And DJing is the best alternative you could think of because what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, of course you're gonna make money DJing. You have to.
Exactly.
There's no other way. Nobody DJs for free.
It
No.
was harder to make money off of music with rapping than it was with the DJing, and I'm not knocking it for the DJ because I mean for the
For
rappers.
the rappers, absolute rappers, you're
they gotta
paying.
hustle.
You're paying, right? And you're paying out of your pocket way
Yes.
more than you're getting. Way
Yes.
more than. I know y'all wondering why I'm flinging around this butter knife. We're about to really quick though. We're gonna interrupt just because we're gonna try we got 3. So I'm just gonna try. We're gonna try one in between each segment of talking, I guess, just to see what the fuck
Right.
happens to us before we just delve into all. But you want to try this one first? Well, I just picked it, but we can
That
try
one,
all of
yeah.
it. This one because it's the more simple one,
Yep.
right? Shout out to the Munch Star. Like I said, we have a chocolate chip cookie. There's a chocolate chip.
Look at the packaging too at that.
Very dope.
That
Very
shit is gonna
dope.
stay
Came with
fresh
the
forever.
right. So, and that's another thing. I'm very good. I'm very crazy with getting moldy things and stuff like that. So, and I like shit warm. So my house be hot. I don't want that shit to go bad. It'll go bad fast as fuck. So today was a good day because 420 just passed, and I was too high to talk to anybody anyway. To be
Them
honest.
empanadas have people smacked.
I'm gonna cut this in 4s. So if y'all want to try one, try a piece. Y'all can. Here, I give
What's
you
a
an
brownie
napkin.
cookie?
I guess.
Oh shit.
I don't know what. I didn't even. Oh,
Yeah.
oh okay. All right, hold on.
Guys, look at that. Brownie cookies.
Oh, I got
What they
pieces.
call brookies, some shit like that?
Here, babe. Wanna try it? Here, I'm gonna cut it. No. Here, I just cut it in 4 so we all could try it. So a lot of times with me with edibles, like they don't taste good,
Mm.
and that be my problem. Let me see. It look a little dry, but it's supposed to be, I guess.
Nah, that shit hit.
Okay. This is good.
I'll taste peanut butter too. Fire. What? Oh, someone doesn't like peanut butter.
Oh, there's peanut butter in there? I'll taste some sort of peanut butter.
Right?
Okay. So, that was a quarter. We all took like a quarter of it. We have a brownie here. And I don't know what's in there. Some more?
I think that's a cereal bar.
Oh yeah, I got cereal.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like cinnamon toast crunch or something on it. Okay.
That's
So,
different. Fuck it.
again, shout out to Munch Star. Oh, can you pass me that beverage in there? In a cup? Not you. In a cup from the top of the fridge, if you could, please. Shout out to Munch Star. We just ate a piece of an edible, so if we start bugging out online, don't worry, y'all. We alright.
We don't get faded. It's okay.
We perfectly fine, because we smoking weed too. That's the only difference. When you smoke weed too, with it, I feel like it doesn't do much to me unless I just like have an edible.
Yeah, that's when you feel mad tired. That's what it does to me. That's why honestly I don't really dig the edibles like that. But when you told me you want to try some, I'm like, alright,
Thank
fuck
you.
it.
All right, so he also gave this drink. This says 250 milligrams. That's watermelon. It's weed, y'all. The Munch Star. I'm about to get him fucked up on the show. Y'all know this is what I do. I get people fucked up on my show. Like, this is what I like to do.
And I love to get fucked up, so we lit.
All right, so that's for you. I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Ooh, it smells. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It tastes like weed.
Yeah, it has an aftertaste.
Mm.
Oh, it almost tastes like alcohol.
Right.
Low key.
Oh, my God.
You put some tequila in there?
You're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill us.
Put some tequila in there or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like it though.
It says 250 milligrams of what?
200 of weed, 50
It's called
milligrams
Munch
of
Punch.
tequila.
It's called Munch Punch, guys.
Shit good.
Oh my God, that was something. Okay, so let me light this weed up. Let me sit down.
Yep.
Real quick. So, all right. So let's just get back to the interview because there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about.
Yep.
That I know are sensitive. You know what I mean? Things to talk about. Especially, it doesn't matter how much time goes by.
Right.
It's just what it is, type of a thing. And I know we talked, and you were telling me that with your music and stuff, you stopped doing your music for reasons for, financially, but also, you know what I mean? Did it remind you of, because your brother passed away in 9/11 in that terrorist act, correct?
Yes. So my brother was actually an artist.
Was he your older brother?
Yeah, he passed away when he was 23. I was 5 at the time.
Wow.
So
Damn, that happened that long ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. 2001. So my brother was an artist that was actually signed to BMI Records, if I'm not mistaken, in New York. And he made Spanish music and things like that. But after he passed away in the World Trade Center, I tried to kind of fill the footsteps in, and I felt like it was something that I could never really feel.
So I want to talk about do you remember when y'all found out? You know what I'm saying?
I remember if it was yesterday. Yeah, everything that happened. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, because you know what? A lot of us that were in Connecticut or outside states and things like that were affected by it but not there. I've always wanted a closer look into what exactly happened. Anytime I see something so tragic like that, my thought is, oh my God, did he call? Did he say, hey, something's happened? You said he was on what floor?
He was on the 123rd floor, if I'm not mistaken. 123rd. He worked in the Windows of the World, the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a restaurant that was on the top floor. I think it was an Italian restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. But he was a waitress there.
Wow.
And the day before, we actually both were sick 2 days prior to 9/11. We both had colds. And I stood home from school, and then he had to go to work because he called out the day before. But
right. Damn.
He just never made it back home. We got a phone call. I remember me and my mom's was alone. My sister's, she used to work for the state, and then my other sister, she was in school. Um, I'm alone with my mom's, and then out of nowhere, we got a phone call saying that a plane hit the World Trade Center.
Right.
So we went down to my aunt's building, to my aunt's floor, and the ninth floor, and when we got there, we was watching it on TV, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking that that it's like a movie or some shit like that, because I've been to that building multiple times.
Right.
But it just didn't really like spring at the moment, because
Right.
like I'm a kid, I'm thinking like, you know, that's probably just some shit that they put on TV.
Right.
So my mom's just flipping out and crying, so I'm starting to realize the severity of it, and we go and she makes signs with pictures of my brother, trying to see if she could find him, and you know, we didn't get any confirmation until years later of his death. So, you know, there was always that hope that, you know, that there's a possibility that he might be in a hospital, he might be missing an arm, he might be missing a leg. We're not gonna know until like he's confirmed.
Right. Wow.
But it took years, because you know it took the state years to clean up that area and find bodies, and the only thing that they were able to find was like a small like piece of a bone or something like that.
Wow.
That they DNA tested, and they
matched it to him.
Matched it to him, and that's pretty much when we got confirmation that.
Oh my God, that shit just gave me chills. I'm not even lying. Like,
yeah,
that shit is nuts to me.
But it was on a regular basis that we were always in Manhattan looking for him, you know, like with signs, you know, putting up signs in people's buildings and things like that. Hey, this person's missing, can we put up your sign here? And you know, it was a lot at the time, and I was, as a kid, I didn't really understand. I try to like have the high hopes, like at some point he's gonna pop up, and you know, I didn't want to see my mom's continue going through that depression, like that, like losing all hope. So I'm like, you know, trying to keep her hopes up. So it was a rough patch. That's what kind of got us into Connecticut too, because us living in New York, and then when we finally got the confirmation that he was
just
gone,
a reminder all the time.
We just had to leave. It was just too much. Like even the sound of airplanes and going over the buildings, it was triggering to us. Like,
oh my God, that is terrible. So young to just like, and for that to just, I don't know, and it's just like you can't even control that. There's nothing you guys could have done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there was literally nothing I could have done other than say stay home and not know why you telling them to stay home.
We try to go, and then that's the shit too. Like when it first happened, we weren't able to get to Manhattan because they shut everything down.
Right.
The train stations, everything was shut down. They shut down the bridges.
Wow.
So like everything was closed off. So it was no way that we could get in, and if we got in, there was no way that you could get out. You had to leave through a boat.
Wow.
There were people that had to leave through. All the boats pretty much got together.
Right.
That were in the river that's right next to the Hudson River. And they pretty much gave everybody rides to like the closest, like Long Island or Brooklyn, wherever they could drop them off at, like the boat. But everybody was leaving in boats because everything was shut down.
That man smoking that is so crazy and dramatic. Like, just the thought, you know, police, could you shut up? Like,
they know we live in the hood.
You feel me? Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, going through things like that is so traumatic, especially when it's a sibling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even imagine. You know, thank God. You know, not that it makes a difference because you remember everything, but thank God you were so young. Because imagine being at this age and having to go through that.
Yeah.
Like most people don't even know how to deal with those type of emotions and stuff. At least as a kid, you didn't really have to. You know what I mean? And if you did, you weren't like judged because of it or whatever the case is because you're a kid. It's like, exactly. You know what I mean? You can't help yourself.
Exactly.
You don't know how to control that. So I'm very sorry that happened. That is terrible. But the good thing is that you get motivated because of it.
Exactly.
Like it makes you want to, you know. I'm pretty sure you used to look up to him. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
That was the only brother that I had. So like honestly, and I was real close to him. That was like the only person that like I was like out of all my siblings, I was the closest.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 3. So I'm the youngest out of the 3.
So including him was 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So and you're the youngest out of all 3?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is so funny. So I know I know your mom got to be proud of you at this point though, because you're definitely out here working and doing what you got to do, because then you're her only son then, that means, because you
Yes.
have other
Yeah,
sisters.
I'm her baby, so she babies the shit out of me, and like with this whole DJ thing, like especially when I told her the motivation behind it, like honestly, the real motivation behind it is trying to keep my brother's music alive, cause I
Right. So
was
how do you plan to do that?
so I actually once I started this DJ shit, I actually got access to my brother's CD, so I was able to burn the CD onto my laptop, and now I have all those files and.
Right.
I'm hoping that at some point I could build up the reputation where I could get it on the radio.
But you know what you got to do? Well, a little bit of advice. What I think you should do: send it to somebody, and let them remake it to like using his vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like, and put it on maybe a different. So when you put it,
Right.
then when you play it in a and like, 'cause I don't know, but I've seen DJs mix songs with different beats.
Exactly.
So like you could be playing his voice on a fire beat that's already out. Everybody loved the
Exactly.
song, but just so you can see people go crazy over because they know the regular song. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just so many different ways I feel like you can do
So
that.
the only thing that really held me back from doing that is he was in a music group. So it was him and two other artists.
Right.
After he passed away, they just pretty much split up and went their own ways because the music wasn't really the same without
Right.
my brother being there because he was like the.
So do you talk to them? Do you have access to getting in touch with them?
So one of them I lost complete touch with them because they moved to Dominican Republic, and then the other one, actually I tried to get in contact with him and so I could get access to the CDs, and he just never got back to me. I ended up getting in contact with his son. His son never got back to me, and
Oh wow.
honestly, I kind of ended up finding out that he was selling my brother's music,
Oh
their
wow.
music, and making a profit off of it
Oh
behind closed
wow.
doors.
So that's why he didn't want to give it to you, because he figured you were gonna try
I
to
was
do the
gonna
same.
exactly.
But that's not what you were gonna try to do.
No, it's not even for profit. Honestly, I could care less
It's
about
not.
the profit.
It's not.
It's just I honestly want to just keep my brother's. Just me hearing my brother's voice in my music is my
What's
way.
his name?
Victor.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wow.
Victor Daniel Barbosa. I actually got some of this stuff right here. I'll carry it with me every event because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. This is like some of the shit that has gotten me through
I love it.
fucking the most hardest times during my fucking.
Oh, this is cute.
That was the music group he was in. That's him right there.
Wow. Who's the
Okay.
girl?
She's the one that moved to the Dominican Republic. She was a
Oh,
rapper.
so it was a girl and a guy. So cute, guys. This is his brother over here to the corner. So cute, you guys. I love it.
I got this.
It was a 3-person group. It was a girl in it. I would love to. I want to hear a song. Oh, what's this?
This is so where Ground Zero is. They put the names of all the victims on you know that little waterfall thing.
Yeah.
This is a little sketch of that. They give you these cloths when you go to the 9/11 ceremonies, and you can
Oh
sketch out his
my
name.
goodness. Look at how beautiful, guys. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful. And it has the date over here.
Yeah.
Wow. Here,
And
here.
then-
I don't want nothing to happen to that.
Baby picture.
Oh, that's okay. This is young DJ Bands, y'all. This your girl's favorite DJ, y'all. The little guy with his big brother. How cute is that? I love it.
Those are just like little things. I just carry them with me every event that I go to, and somehow it gets me through shit that I really.
I love it, guys. I love it.
There be times where I'll be stuck, like, oh my god, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what the fuck to do, and then I'll go and I'll click something by accident,
Right.
and it ends up working out of nowhere, and I'm like, it has to be because of this fucking
Right.
this stuff that I carry. He's with me, like,
Wow.
oh my god, he's saving me again.
Wow. That story is definitely one of those stories that, like, I don't know, it just makes me super sad. It just makes me just know, because I have 2 brothers, one with my dad and then one with my mom. And, like, I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with them, like, I love them, and it's just like losing one of them. Even now, like, Free, my brother, he is locked up, and that
Absolutely.
bothers me so bad. It's
No,
like he's
absolutely.
locked up, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's still like I feel like I'm losing him kind of, because I don't get to just go see him whenever I feel like it.
It's scary because like life is short and it's so unexpected that it'll catch you off guard, and that's one of the things that I promote to everybody that I encounter that ends up finding out about my story. I'm like, stay close to your siblings because you never know what could happen tomorrow.
Right.
Like I I get frustrated with my sisters, and
Of
get
course.
they're older than me, and they think
Of
that they
course.
could baby me still, and I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
like you need to chill the fuck out. But I
Yeah.
love them to death. I would kill for my sisters, and
Right.
I tell that to my kids all the time. They be bickering all the time. I'm like, you guys gotta stop bickering, cause like seriously, like I tell them my story all the time, and I remind them
Right.
like, listen, God forbid I would have argued with my brother the day before that happened. I would have been so upset with myself.
I know.
But all I could
know.
remember was good times.
Right.
So I could say that I have that.
Well, that's amazing. That really is amazing. Cause listen, ooh, that is the worst, and that's another reason why a lot of times when you are arguing with people that you love and stuff like that, or when you are deciding I'm not fucking with you for this amount of time, it's sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not, especially when it's something that you can get over. It's not something like, oh, I don't know, like it would have to be crazy deep for me. Like you slept with my partner, you're my brother, you're my sister, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you hurt my kid and you're my brother and my sister, like real bad. It has to be something deep like that for me to decide I'm not fucking with my brother, sister, cousin, somebody that I'm really close with, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? If I'm really, really close with you, I have to make amends at some point. But don't be wrong. Some people are hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? Some people make it hard for you to get to that point. I'm definitely making that clear. So I'm not one-sided at all. Like, I'm both-sided. But I do strongly feel like that shit don't be worth it. You know what I mean? And you're living proof that it's not worth it.
No, life is too short.
Like,
life is way too short and unexpected.
Like, did you hear the story? If you guys are just tuning in, by the way, shout out to the viewers. Big Talk Podcast, season 4, guys. We're on season 4. I think your episode 14. I think so. I'd be losing fucking count. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think it's episode 14. But anyways, if you guys are just tuning in and you probably missed some of the story about his older brother that passed away in the World Trade Center, 9/11, and how it affected him. But the main thing is that, like, I don't know. It's just so hard to. It's hard for me to, like, because I haven't been there. But I'm telling you, like, I'm super emotional about it because I think about shit like that because the world is so crazy today. Mm-hmm. But he just reiterated, he just showed us, he just went through a storyline of how he became DJAYBANDZ and who he is, and part of it is dedicated to his big brother that died in the World Trade Center and how it affected him and, how far he's come today, you know what I mean? And I think that you're doing pretty good. I really do. I don't think that, I feel like I would have never thought.
For a beginner, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I'm at a great pace because like I'm at the pace where it's like at times it gets uncomfortable, and I know like as an artist from experience, like if you were in an uncomfortable ass position, like as an artist, like you on stage in front of thousands of people,
right?
And you're like you got that weird gut feeling like damn I don't want to fuck up, and you lock in and you like fuck it, I'm gonna do it,
right?
Like I get that same mentality with this DJ shit. It's like like. Whatever you set your mind to do, as long as you lock the fuck in, it will always blow up. That's why I've always seen potential in your podcast since the first moment I've seen it.
Word, I appreciate that. Like I said, I definitely spent time thinking about doing it, you know what I mean, and not actually doing it. So when I decided to do it, I just decided to do it. But like I said, May 13th is my last show of the season, and I'm taking a break all the way till July 22nd. Because, again, I want to revamp. I have a whole new lookout on how I'm going to do things. So, it's not going to be a lot of sitting here talking to you guys. I just want you guys to know that. Tuesday is going to still be our favorite day of the week. I'm still going to drop on Tuesdays. Tuesday is still going to be the day you could tap in and we could watch my episode live. But it's going to be more funny things. It's going to be more outside things. It's summertime now, guys. So, like, I want to tap into the people. I might be in a hood near you. I'm just saying, I might be in a hood near you. So, definitely look out for July 22nd. I'm excited about the revamp of the Big Talk Podcast for sure. But anyways, DJAYBANDZ.
Big shout out to Fluff. He tuned in. He tapped in.
Shout out to my guy, Fluff Shots. That's my guy.
That's the guy. I went to school with him too, bro. That shit's crazy. Like it's bugged out that I got into the circle with the same people that I actually grew up with. Like when I moved here to Connecticut, I used to live in Bristol.
Oh wow. He's a good one. He's a good guy.
That's when I met Fluff. I met Ernest.
I'm trying to get Fluff on it too. I'm trying to recruit Fluff on the team too. We need a camera guy. Because honestly, like I said, when I do revamp, I'm gonna need a camera person. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have my own camera. That's all I need is somebody to walk around.
And you know he got stability because he's always in that ring.
Going crazy. He be damn near fighting the people in that ring.
I done seen Fluff bobbing and weaving, bro.
Me too. I saw him at one of them fights. I don't know if one of the boxers or something. He was arguing back and forth. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the first time I seen Fluff put his camera down on some big boy shit. I said, chill.
That
you gotta get the gloves on.
As fuck. We about to try. You want to try this one next?
Let's do it.
Or you want to try the brownie?
I feel like the brownie's gonna be less dry.
Let's try. Okay, let's do the brownie.
Not gonna lie.
Let's do the brownie, y'all.
I need more juice for that one.
Yeah, it's fact. Fact. I don't know. I feel like they're all dry. I'm be honest. That's the only thing I will say. But they don't taste bad.
Nah, they taste fire. They don't taste like weed. They have a little aftertaste though.
Yeah.
And then that shit, I ain't even gonna lie, I feel mad relaxed.
Oh wait, do I got another?
I feel mad relaxed.
I'm gonna ball my shit up too. Jesus.
I'm gonna use the same one. We recycle out here.
Me too. Fuck it. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Facts.
What's that in there? Something white. What's that?
It's like a Hostess.
It's like a Hostess.
the cupcake.
You gonna try this one? It's like
I don't got peanut butter in it.
It's just a brownie.
Shit hit different.
You know, I'm so not an edibles person.
Me neither.
But this is what I will say. Shout out to Ray Rack. Because that man, we did a show I'll never forget. Like maybe 5-6 years ago. In Massachusetts. We went to Mass. We both got rooms, like we got separate rooms, whatever. And we stayed overnight because we were like, fuck it. It was kind of a long drive. It was like Boston or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll never forget. He gave me a fucking cookie this big. Size of my eye. No lie. Right when we got back to the room. And he said it to me. He was like, don't eat it. He gave it to me before. I'm lying. He came to my room. He was like, you ready, blah, blah. He's like, I got something for you, but don't take that shit until after we perform. I said, okay, no problem. Whatever. I didn't. I listened to him.
Right.
I waited till after. Get to my room. Eat the cookie. I don't remember nothing besides waking up and him calling me saying, yo, I've been calling you for an hour. Like, we gotta go.
Yo.
It's checkout time. I was like, what? What happened? I was just sprawled out on the bed. Like, whatever happened to me. And it was like,
that cookie.
Look at this. Look how big this is. I could probably eat this whole thing and it won't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I never had an edible other than that one edible in my life that did that to me. I don't want nothing to do that to me, though. No, let's be clear.
Yeah, no, that weed coma, I'm not for that. I need to be awake. I need to be alert. Nah, but...
We about to be on a weed coma. We drinking it, eating it, smoking it. That's ridiculous. Now that I just said that, like, holy shit. We're drinking it, eating it, and smoking it. Right, we're like...
Like, we just getting faded on this side. That's how it is. The Big Smoke Podcast. I'm telling you.
Facts, the Big Smoke Out Podcast. Because one thing is for sure, two things for certain is that I'm a pothead. Like, that's one thing, like, I'm definitely on my Snoop Dogg, I don't give a fuck who knows kind of thing. Like, I need to smoke weed. I just do. I just do. I love it. I've been loving it since I was a kid. Shout out to my cousin Tiffany, because if she sees me say that, she probably laughing hard as fuck because she used to think it was so funny how much I loved weed. She used to be like, girl, like, what the fuck? I used to be like, oh my God, you smell it? Like, oh, it's the best shit ever. I'd be bugging something.
Not even gonna lie, I was like that as a kid too. But then when I tried it the first time, I didn't like it. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't like it.
Made you feel crazy?
Nah, it made me feel off. Like,
yeah,
I didn't like feeling like out of my body type shit. And I'm like, this ain't for me. Then I tried it again. And I'm like, yeah, this is for me. I love it.
You know how I knew it was for me? Because the first time I smoked it, I laughed for 30 minutes straight. I couldn't breathe.
She had
Like,
that
I said, okay,
solid.
this is the best. This is the best feeling ever. I want to feel like this
She
forever.
had the shit that was in the little baggies.
I
Shit
swear.
that was fire as fuck.
Nah, for real, because definitely back then, I think sour probably was like it was definitely like the best shit, like some HT. Like, it was definitely one of those. But anyways, J-Bands, your story is, look, I couldn't even, I had to take, which we should. I feel like we should really quick, though, if we can take a moment of silence for your brother, for the world trade. That time is coming up again. You know what I mean? It's going to come up fast as hell. So, really quick, you guys out there watching, quick moment of silence for Victor. Appreciate you guys. That was really nice of you guys. That was nice. I don't know, like, what's coming up? What you got going on? Like, talk to us. Let us know as far as your DJ career or anything else that you have going on. Because you do stuff on the side. You said you did the renovations. Yep. Like, tell them who the fuck. First of all, what's your real name? J stands for what?
Angel. It's my middle name, Javier.
Oh, for Javier. Okay,
yeah,
so Angel's your
name.
first name. I
Angel.
think I knew that already.
Yeah.
I did know that.
Yeah, but Angel, I don't really like that name too much. So I don't like giving people my government.
I'm done.
I don't like giving people my
Big
government.
Hav in the building. Feel me? He want to be Hav, y'all. He don't want to be Angel. He wants to be the other side of this. You know, you have the angel and the demon on the shoulder.
Yep.
You trying to be Hav is over there.
I'm on that side.
I'm sure your mom calls you Angel.
Yeah. I can't stand it.
Like, I'm sure she does.
With her attitude, I love it though.
But yeah, so what you got coming up? Like, tell them where can they come hear you DJ? Things like that.
So on a regular basis, right now, I'm always working. You can always catch me at Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up is my Thursday, Friday, Saturday spot. And that shit, I'll be having it lit. Thursdays, I'll be having the throwback Thursdays where I'll be playing nothing but y'all favorite 90s hits, the 2000s.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna stop by to Thursday. I'm coming by this Thursday. So.
That's when I'm really going crazy. Then the Freaky Fridays, we about to start wilding too. That's when I'm really playing all that fire shit, that shit that you gonna be shaking ass to. Listen,
so speaking of, I've been posting something about something coming soon called Freaky Fridays at Bottoms Up, 720 Wilkes Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. It's gonna be different, and I feel like I want to explain more when the promo comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the promo's going to have a flyer, and it's also going to have a little video, hopefully, of what you'll be looking forward to seeing. You know what I'm saying? As well as, so when that promo comes out, which we just have to set a date, it'll be Friday nights, but I think it's going to be like late nights almost. Mm-hmm. Like a little later, like 11, guys. Not too late. We're still reasonable. But it's going to be a little later in the night, but it's called Freaky Fridays, y'all. So definitely look forward to that. And then look forward to LGBTQ night as well. I'm actually hosting that at 2 places, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm hosting an LGBTQ night at 2 different places. So again, shout out to Jaxie, 1420 North Main Street in Waterbury, and shout out to Bottoms Up, 720 Wilkes Street, Waterbury, Connecticut. What else? Oh, listen, really quick before I go anywhere, because listen, July 20th, I am doing a field day. This is my 2nd annual field day. I did it last year. I've made improvements this year. We're going to do basketball tournaments this year, guys. So if you guys have teams that you want to sign up, please contact me as soon as possible. It is Sunday, July 20th. My guy DJAYBANDZ will be there spinning the music. I have a guy that said he has like some big speaker, like huge speakers that he could like bring.
Oh, so we're gonna have that shit blasting downtown.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So we could probably
have that shit blasting.
So I need volunteers though. Vendors tap in with me, donations. I'm gonna do free hamburgers and hot dogs for the kids throughout the whole event, while supplies last, but hopefully I'm gonna have a whole bunch. I had more than last time. I was giving everybody, his mom, Sean's mom, my mom, everybody burgers because I had so much left over. So yeah, donations, vendors, sponsors, volunteers especially. If you want to just come help run games for the kids, because I'm gonna have different games for the kids to play and things like that.
Some line dancers lined up.
Yes, line dancing, all that stuff. So if you want to come, set up a table, become a vendor, July 20th is for the town, but I'm accepting people from wherever. Like, come through, support. I'm going to make sure that this is epic. Just know that.
I'm gonna make sure the music lit. Just know that.
Period. Because that's what it's about. But okay, so they could find you at Bottoms Up.
They can find me at Bottoms Up on Sundays. I'll be doing some of the events with Elite Boxing Entertainment. Shout out Ernest.
Facts.
Y'all can catch me over there. But other than that, I'm always booked up with Bottoms Up. I'm always over there.
And he's
Shout out
open
Jay.
for.
Shout out Jay Coop too. He got me that big event with Jocelyn.
Oh
that
yes,
shit was like,
that
honestly,
was dope.
That was my dopest event, and honestly, I appreciate Coop for that one. Shout out DJ Proof too.
That's what I'm saying.
Gave me my little moment to shine and shit, bro. That shit felt
right.
amazing.
Different. See, it's like performing like an artist. Same shit, right?
With Jocelyn Hernandez, that show was lit. I ain't even gonna lie.
I know it was. I should have came. I'm telling you. Only reason why I didn't go, to be honest, is first of all, it was out the door. The line was out the door at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening.
That shit
so
was
I was like,
out.
what the fuck? And then second of all, the park. It was mad reasons, and then my job. So it was mad reason. But I try to make as much as I can. But I already knew I wanted to see Jocelyn.
That shit was
I did.
out. When
She's
I
so
tell
crazy.
you. And then it was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. Until, they started fighting and shit.
Yeah.
Doing that dumb shit.
Is that what happened? Somebody started fighting?
Yeah, and then they had to shut down the show. But it was still lit regardless. It went on till like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then she did a little meet and greet afterwards with the fans. Took pictures with everybody and shit.
Dope.
Some of the strippers was there, so they took
pictures.
That's
dope. They was trying to be on that Jocelyn's Cabaret.
You
watch that shit? Do you watch that shit? Have you watched it? The show?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
It's nothing but titties and ass on the whole show. I don't watch it. I don't allow that in this. We're not watching that shit over here. Okay. Now we watched it like once or twice, but he don't really care for that shit, so that's good because I don't give a fuck. I love Jocelyn though. When she was on Erica Mena's show. Like I love Jocelyn. I love the way she acts. She bugged out.
Nah, she tough. I like the idea of what she got, like her being an
artist.
Yeah,
I don't care for her music, but I do love what she's doing.
The concept,
right?
Yeah, the concept is
I
dope.
love it.
I love it.
Because she honestly. Think about it. When she first came out, she was that person anyway. So this is just her being able to do what the fuck she really wanted to do in the first place.
It's like you being an artist and you carrying a crowd of strippers with you that are paid strippers.
Nah,
like, they guaranteed that
she ain't. That's not what she's doing. Don't get me wrong. That is what she's doing if you look at it. But the truth is, we know that she just wants to boss them around. Like she's a boss. She wanted to have a bunch of bitches. She could be like, do what I say every time. Because she was like that on Love and Hip Hop when she was dealing with the dude Stevie. And his ex-girlfriend, the one that was swinging on the shower curtain, I forgot her name. Oh, but anyway, when she was she was trying to make them be like a couple with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's cool with, all right, let's go, bitches. I want a whole bunch of bitches with me. I don't know. I just feel like this is just something that she always wanted to do. More or less, I mean, she always wanted to do music.
No, the show's definitely a messy show.
What?
But, hey.
And she be recruiting. Did she recruit some bitches? Like you got.
Yeah, she be recruiting some.
She did a 20v1 on YouTube, and every person was about whether or not they could be one of her bitches, and it's like, oh my god, this girl is not playing. She's trying to recruit more and more.
She's different.
But that's dope. Shout out to Bro for a fact. Listen, speaking of Bro, this Friday, 203 Lounge in Waterbury, Jim Jones is coming. And he's coming with friends, I heard. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to make sure that y'all got them tickets. If you don't, I have tickets. So, y'all could definitely hit me up for your ticket as well. But he has an Eventbrite. He has all that stuff that you guys need if you want to do it that way. But this Friday, again, on top of it, Jim Jones coming. It's J. Cool's birthday. And I know y'all saw that post. Okay? That man said if y'all don't come to his birthday party, he not fucking with y'all.
So just know I'm calling out of work. I gotta make it at that show. I gotta make it.
Me too, because no matter what,
that's too hard. How do I do this?
He knows how I feel. I'm old now, so I be like, damn, I don't really want to go to the club and shit. But nah, this is his birthday party, and I'm always, I don't think I've missed a birthday party. I've missed some of his events, but I don't think I've missed a birthday party ever. So
nah, there's the first one for me.
Oh yeah, they be lit. I ain't got from. Or even when he don't have a birthday party, he'll get like he'll host something somewhere. Yeah. We got like VIP and have mad fun. So
I remember last year he did some shit. I just never got the chance to make it to it. But shit,
right.
This year I have no chance. No.
Right.
There is no choice this year. If you're not going to that Jim Jones show, you might as well
This
call it
Friday, y'all. Like I said, if y'all can't get tickets online, y'all can hit me up. I got the tickets. But listen, man, I definitely appreciate you for coming to the show today because this had to happen. First of all, we've been planning this for a minute.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But honestly, I did want you to feel comfortable enough to come on the show because talking about your brother and, you know, what you went through, that tragedy is not easy to just talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Especially with people watching and commenting and saying however they feel about it or whatever.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Over the years, I've kind of like grown to like get used to the questioning and like at first in the beginning when I was young, I was really like sensitive about it. But like as I grew older, like I just realized like I mean like it's something that happened that was like that everybody knows about.
Right.
So like if somebody finds that out about me or I tell them about that specific part about my life, they're gonna question.
Right.
So I gotta just grow to accept that that's that's what happened.
Right. It's a part of you.
Yeah,
it's a part of
exactly.
your life, and it's just something that not for nothing. It helped as much more than you probably think it did. It did. It probably formed you to be something like you said. It made you go from because think about it. You probably would have been just like most of us and doing music and trying to force it. And you decided, all right, you know what? Something told you, let me go in this direction real quick. And I feel like you're thriving and you're DJing. So I feel like stick with it.
Yeah, I gotta stay focused, stay consistent, and keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully that this will grow and eventually I'll be able to get my brother's music on that radio like I wanted to do. And
does it matter what radio station?
At this point, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
To me, as long as that's just something that's like if it gets aired, I'm happy.
Right.
Cause it was aired on the radio before he passed away. In New York, it actually did get aired on the radio, but after the separation with the group and everything, and the confusion with him not being confirmed dead, and there was a lot of things that happened.
because you said it was a few years before you
there was a lot of mess with the music. Like,
that is crazy. I can't believe it took them years to confirm that he was actually deceased.
It took about 7 years for us to find
out. Don't get me wrong. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When you started talking to me about that, that's what I just need to say real quick. When you started talking to me about that, and I said to you, like, I just wanted, like, I never been, like, just the thought of it, like, just thinking about when things like that happen to me, I think about that person's last thought. Same thing with like Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I'm like, damn, your plane's going down. You're with your daughter. Like, how are you feeling? You don't know that shit's about to happen. So it's like, it's so unexpected and so crazy. It just gives me chills. Like when I think about it, like it just does. Like, like I don't even know.
I ain't even gonna lie though. Over the years, like from going to the ceremonies and things like that, I've been on that side of that conspiracy about it being a setup. Cause like honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a lot of weird ass shit that happened that day.
Yeah, okay.
Cause behind that shit, I ain't even gonna lie, I stand behind that whole shit that it was meant to happen. Like, that building was meant to go down.
On that day, at that time, absolutely. Like, it was definitely meant to happen. But whoever the attackers were, they planned it. You know what I mean? Of course they did. That's without a doubt. But my whole thing is like, he was on the 100 and something floor, and it's just like, the thought.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I just think too hard. I'd be watching. You should see it. I'm terrible. I'd be on YouTube watching all types of mysteries.
It was scary because the people that we actually did speak to victims that did make it out, and they were saying that that it was hard to escape because in the stairwell there was fire. They had to go down through stairwells and their shoes were melting.
Oh my god!
And it was there was smoke. They couldn't breathe. They had to take their shirts off and put it over their face. People got stuck in certain spots and they had to help each other out. And
that shit right there is just devastating.
Somebody also told us that my brother, the reason he didn't make it out was because he got stuck helping other people escape.
Wow.
So it was.
And that's another thing. Being a brave soul can cost you your life as well. Yeah. And it's like, it's sad, but some people just can't help it. And I fear for my son's life all the time because he is that person. Like, he will stand up for a woman that's getting beaten in the street. he gonna go be like, well, what are you doing? Like, and I'd be like, mind your fucking business. Like, that's where I be at. Because not for nothing, you don't know where people's mind frame is at. You're going to walk over, try to help somebody. They're going to pull out a gun and shoot you because they bad. They don't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like being brave sometimes, you know, it doesn't work in our favor. And that sucks to say.
Yeah, no.
Because you should be brave. And that's what we were taught to growing
Absolutely.
up. You know what I mean?
But it just, you know, that did fuck with me for some time. I did see it as like an act of heroism at some
Absolutely.
point. But then, you know, I was also growing up thinking like, you know, damn, like if he would have just focused on just escaping, he would have been able to make it out, possibly.
Right.
But, you know, whatever happened. I'm living with it. You know, I'm happy that I got the memories that I got with him. It's sad what happened, but you know.
But you keep him with you,
learned,
clearly.
I've learned to live with it. I carry him with me everywhere. I remember him on a constant basis, and I'm always going to the ceremonies every year. Aww. So you gotta go with me to one of those ceremonies.
Oh,
I got you in.
I
swear you would love it.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry. I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, they do a tour of the museum and stuff, and they got stuff in there like, you know, a lot of. There's a lot of shit.
I don't like being crying. I don't like.
It's sad, but it's like something that is like a healing.
No,
feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. And
it's
like I said,
I
want to, if they're going to show me actual, like, do they show you stuff?
Yes.
Like actual footage of. Yeah, I would like to see stuff. I'm very interested in things like that. Yeah, I would do that.
I got you. This September we could go. We could take a trip down there to New York.
Yeah, because that sucks. And my birthday is the 9th of September, and then it happened, and the 2 days later.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I remember.
That shit it's bugged out. It's bugged out. But it's something that, you know, I've learned to live with.
Right. And I love that. I love that.
I'm using it now as motivation so I could keep doing what I'm doing, so I could keep my brother's name out there, keep his memory alive, keep his music out there.
And that's what you're supposed to do. So at the end of the day, kudos to you for doing that. Like I said, you walk around with him. So it's very clear that, you know, you hold him in your heart. So I know he guides you to do certain things. And I don't know. Right now, I just got to say I'm proud of you, and I'm just very happy to have you on the show. I loved your story, and I feel like, you know, just keep going. Just keep going, never stop. And I'm pretty sure that's something he would have wanted you to do as well. So, shout out to Victor. And look, rest in peace. I'm definitely going to try my hardest to make it to that 9/11 event because I'm very interested in seeing what they do every year.
Yeah, it's
for them.
I'm telling you, it's something that honestly even for the podcast, for you to go on live,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Like
that
so
is right.
Tough. Like it's.
And by then I'm gonna be moving around, like I said. So honestly, you know what? You can count me in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can count me in for that. That's a definite. I can definitely go in there and do that. Well, anyways, guys, Big Talk Podcast. Preem Gully, DJAYBANDZ. If you guys did not sit and listen to the story, please go back, replay the story. Thank you guys for tuning in because it was super informational. Again, you can catch him at Bottoms Up, 720 Walker Street, Waterbury, Connecticut, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Period. Listen, real quick, this Friday, y'all don't forget, 203 Lounge, Jim Jones, J. Cool birthday. We outside for that shit.
Shout out J. Cool. Happy early birthday. That's
Happy early birthday, bro. We out.